Nostrovia. Gambe. Oh.
Oh, that's delicious.
I definitely have the giant door to the warm, hot face.
Okay, my next victim of the Taiwan whiskey versus the world's whiskey. And again, I'm joined with my friend Mark. You may remember him from the Galeong Joe video.
Thanks for having me back.
Okay, so you've already tried the Galeong.
Yep.
And now you're about to try the whiskey.
Right. Kavalan.
Yeah, Kavalan. I saw you reading the back. Do you remember like anything about it?
It says that there's a special mineral content in the water from the volcanic soil in the area. Or something.
Yeah.
I'm excited to taste volcano.
Yeah, because Taiwan is a relatively volcanic island, and especially that northeast corner, there's some volcanic activity.
Okay.
So what they say is the water actually flows down from Snow Mountain in the central mountain range, flows through the volcanic soil of Yilan, and then the Kavalan Whiskey Company takes the water and makes single malt whiskey.
All right.
So we are going to try Kavalan whiskey.
Yeah.
This will actually be my first time too. Okay.
Smells good.
Yeah?
Smells like whiskey
Smells like whiskey? That's always a good sign.
and volcano.
A hint of volcano, huh?
Okay. What do we say again?
Gambe.
Gambe.
All down, buddy.
All right. Gambe. Ooh. I like that. It doesn't taste like North American whiskey, but I like that. That's tasty.
It's not burning.
No, very smooth.
It's very smooth.
Very smooth.
Quite sweet, actually.
All the volcanic smoothness.
Yeah. I think it's sweeter than some of the harsher whiskeys that I've had before.
Definitely. That was tasty. I like that one.
Almost like hints of vanilla or something,
Yep.
perhaps?
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely vanilla-y.
Vanilla-y.
Yeah.
That is nice. I am liking that. Yeah. So this is the blue bottle of single malt Kavalan whiskey.
Number 2.
Well done, Taiwan.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. See if I can get some of that sent over.
Yeah. Actually, Mark was looking it up. Apparently you can order this in Canada, but it's double the price.
Okay, what do we got on deck?
So that was the Taiwan whiskey versus...
Good North American standby. This is Jack Daniels from Tennessee down in the United States of America. This is everywhere in the United States and Canada. It's what you call a, what do they call it? A sour mash whiskey. Not bourbon, but sour mash whiskey.
Made from what kind of...
In Canada, it's made from rye grain. In the States, it's usually, in the United States, it's normally made from corn, I think. It won't be nearly as tasty.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna taste like fire water.
Good old Tennessee, number 7. Very classic North American brand.
Okay.
Here we go, buddy.
Gambe.
Gambe, and good luck. Oh.
That's not bad either, but
It's not bad. It's more powerful.
I think the whiskeys compared to the Galeong,
Yeah,
I think the whiskey's better. Smoother
overall.
overall as one alcohol family versus another.
Okay.
I think this would be good for sipping. I don't think that's good for sipping. I don't want to sip that. But this is delicious. I like that.
So you prefer the Kavalan whiskey?
Yeah, hands down winner.
Well, that's good. Bing, bing, bing.
Sorry, Tennessee.
You just don't have the volcanic soil that Yilan has.
That's right.
All right, Mark. Thanks again, man.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. So which one is this, Mark?
First.
That's the Evan Williams
This is Evan Williams single barrel
bourbon.
bourbon vintage.
From?
This was bottled in 2009 in Kentucky, the great state of Kentucky, home of the Colonel.
Uh-huh. Single malt, single barrel?
Much smoother than the Jack Daniels. Dirty old sour mash. This is good stuff.
I will also enjoy the Evan Williams.
It's pretty tasty.
Delicious.
You'll have another, please.
I will have another, but I'll have what you're having.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn, I guess.
Yeah, you're up.
So it's Evan Williams, single barrel, single malt. And by the way, we're using the Galeong Joe mini shot glasses. But it's a taster shot glass, right?
I'm into it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Pretty nice.
Evan Williams, huh? 2009. 12-year-old whiskey. Very smoky, as you said, vanilla. I mean, you're gonna have a tough time beating that Kavalan.
We'll try.
You want this to roll the whole time?
The more footage there is, the more I have to edit.
It's a good one, right?
Time for the Kavalan. So in 2015, this company won a worldwide single malt whiskey competition. And apparently it's good stuff. This is the first bottle I've ever bought, so I've had exactly one of these with Mark.
So single malt. So they're going for more of a Scotch then.
Probably more like a Scotch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is definitely oaky and mossy and peaty, but then the vanilla is like intense vanilla.
So they're doing this in
Taiwan.
In Taiwan, yeah.
This is the only really Taiwanese whiskey. They're from Yilan, which is a region in Taiwan, kind of just at the mouth of this giant river, and all the water comes from the mountains.
Okay.
So that they pick up the water that used to be in the middle of the mountains, and that's their kind of claim to fame, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm comparing the Evan Williams now to the Kavalan. A little bit different, yeah. This is more like minerally, whereas the Evan Williams was very smooth.
Smooth and sweet.
Smooth and sweet.
Yeah.
Rounded. This one's a little more like biting.
Yeah.
Still good, and you still get the aftertaste of the vanilla, but I would say at first it's a little more like glacial in a way.
Yeah, this melts.
This melts. This is like butterscotch.
But that's a bourbon, right? That sweetness, it just melts in there.
But this one is more like a hit.
I think that all this free booze is terrific.
No doubt.
All right, I want to be on your thumbnail.
There it is. Boom.
Okay, time to try again the Kavalan. Second time in, I think it's gonna be terrific. Can't wait for the vanilla goodness. Yeah, it's definitely more scotchy. You're right.
Scotchy.
It's scotchy. It's like a really drinkable, light vanilla scotch.
I like that description.
Thank you. Terrific. I definitely have the giant door to the warm, hot face.
Thank you for inviting us into your giant open area people room.
People room.
I'm excited. I can see the Scotch comparison. Yeah, it's not as deep. It's not as deep, but it is mossy.
It comes and goes.
It is mossy. It's
like a flowing river from Snow Mountain.
It's still pretty smooth.
really good.
Way more in the nose. Oh, that's delicious. I get the vanilla. I really get the vanilla.
I don't.
I really get the
Minor
vanilla
fine
after.
taste.
Maybe that's the beauty of it.
Maybe.
No, that is delicious.
I do want another.
Seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. I brought it for you guys. I brought it for everyone.
Nostrovia. Gambé. Oh.
It's very Scotch. It's very grassy, right? Like
I
don't know
like
if
that more
I'd
than
say
Scotch.
peaty, but yeah, I like it more than Scotch too. It's smoother than Scotch.
They don't use peat, right?
No.
They don't have peat in Taiwan.
It's grassy. It's really grassy.
It just makes me feel like I'm in peat, laying in the peat.
They've done a good job. I mean, every whiskey's different.
It doesn't
yeah.
taste like peat. It just
Like
makes me feel like I'm
it makes
in
you
moss.
feel like you're lying in a beautiful meadow of moss.
It's super grassy,
Somewhere
and then
I've
I
never
totally
been
get the
before.
vanilla after. Like the vanilla just comes right through afterwards. That's beautiful.
Both of them.
It's you know what? This is way easier to drink than a Scotch.
I like it way more.
Scotch is heavy.
It's
It's
hard to
smoky.
drink. Yeah.
This is like a Scotch without the smoke.
This is it.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me that they're going for simpler and cleaner though.
Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it?
It is
Delicious.
really
I would say that the American whiskeys taste older. You could taste the tradition.
Big time.
They have some maturity to the flavor palette. But this is a breath of fresh air. And it's new and exciting, and I thought it was terrific.
I'm always a bourbon drinker, so I like bourbons. For the complexity and the sweetness and whatnot. But again, for something super flavorful and simple, but still has some wicked aftertaste, just maybe not as complex, Kavalan is awesome and something that I would love to have around.
I like Kavalan. I'm a fan.
Nice.
I would like to
Kavalan.
introduce it to my friends. I think it's very accessible to just like sip on rather than I love a smoky, hearty bourbon, but I like the stripped down, nice sipper. Thank you for bringing it to our home.
Hey, don't thank me. Thank Kavalan. All right, buddy, you just went through the Galeong challenge, and now it's time for the whiskey challenge.
Should I bring the other whiskey that's bringing the Challenger?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. So apparently I'm bringing the better Challenger, and apparently I'm bringing the dark horse, per se, of your Challengers, because apparently Crown was tested. So I'm gonna bring in my dark horse Challenger.
And as usual, I am coming to the table with the Kavalan whiskey from Yilan County, Taiwan. Number 2. This one has won awards as a single malt whiskey of the year. And Mr. Neil, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm bringing an American favorite, Johnny Walker Double Black. We're in Canada, and usually you can't even get this stuff here. It's only in America. So this is bringing literally a dark horse. It's Johnny Walker. It's not blue, so it's not trying to knock him out of the park. But you know, this is like right up there. This is real top shelf.
And I'm not sure if you saw the last video where we were drinking the Galeong, but one thing we realized is you probably need a chaser at the end. So we already. Oh my gosh, Neil, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're filling this to the brim. Okay.
We're only having one try, right? We're only doing one.
Too late.
It's too late. It's already poured, man.
So what's this, 40?
It's 40, yeah, standard 40.
Standard 40.
Standard 40 that most American whiskeys are.
Mm-hmm. The Challenger, Johnny Walker, Double Black. Courtesy of Neil. Let's do this, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Smooth, right?
Smoky, real smoky. I wouldn't expect an American whiskey to have that much like almost peat flavor. Very smooth.
Yeah.
And for the record, these are double, right? So I really enjoyed that whiskey. And now it's time for the Kavalan. It looks like there's not much left. I had a good 7 weeks in Canada. I'm just gonna do like up to there for now.
Well, I'm glad I at least get the last little bit.
That's good. It's a taste. All right, Neil, you have the privilege of being the very last Canadian that I subject to this test. So this is Kavalan whiskey. The waters have come from the high mountains of Taiwan. Cheers, bud. Very different. Not smoky at all. It almost doesn't taste like whiskey compared to the Double Black. It tastes more like rum.
You've definitely gotten me drunk for this video.
Not my fault.
Thank you, Taiwan.
So I think what Neil's saying is maybe we need to take a break. I think it was the double shots of the Double Black. I think maybe the moral of the story is space it out over a couple of nights. All right, I'll catch up with you guys later. Do we got a winner?
Yeah.
Now that you've recovered a little bit?
Yeah. Thanks, Wes.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's Johnny Walker Black. I'm gonna take my Johnny Walker.
I would think so. It was more like a whiskey's whiskey.
Yeah.
Smoky, peaty. And the other one I find quite sweet. How you feeling, buddy?
Like I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Okay. Go Jays.
Go Jays.